Guys, my name is Robert and welcome to another episode of Command Your Confidence, and today I want to talk about how to move forward when stuff happens in your life. The reason why I did this video was because recently I got out of I was being casual with this girl, and it was cool, and we both kind of developed feelings for one another. And at the end, when we were kind of honest with each other, we both just decided take a step back and go do our own thing, which was like a little bummer on my part, but it is what it is. And then I had another close friend of mine, he was a very cool person, just all of a sudden lash out at me, and it was weird. I didn't know something was up. And and finally I had ran into this person in person after he sent me that text, and we got things situated. We figured out what was going on, but we decided that hey, we're gonna go on our own path. So before I go into this, please subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of great content here that's gonna help you guys level up in life, and a lot of people coming on the show to help you guys get ahead with your goals, meeting women and other stuff. So why do we have to move forward and not focus on the incident that has happened to our lives, or let our emotions take control of us? Well, first of all, when stuff happens in life, yes, we're going to get frustrated. We're going to not know what to do. It's going to be freaking crazy. But we have to get out of that in order to succeed and grow as men. And so what can you do? Because sometimes when I don't know, you guys have probably been there. You've had something that's been a really, maybe stuff was going really well for you at one point, and all of a sudden, shit hits the fan, and what the heck? And you're in this emotional state, and you're constantly thinking and reminiscing about what happened and what you could have done better. And that's perfectly normal, but you can't be stuck there. And we have to realize when something has impacted us so much to the point where it's coming, affecting our lives and disrupting our lives because it's constantly on our mind. And when this incident, whatever it is that's happened to you, is constantly on your mind, it could really keep you from developing into your full potential. It could distract you from what it is you're working on, because I know how that is, because sometimes I get there too. And what we have to do is just take a deep breath. It's okay to freaking feel the world is at an end for a couple days, but we got to get up and move forward. We can't just let this whatever happens control our life. Yeah, we met this beautiful girl, and the sex was great. We had the connection, and then all of a sudden something came up, and now you're on a different path, or we're working on this business venture, and you maybe just weren't, you're putting time and effort into everything that you want to do, but you're not succeeding, and it's just driving you crazy. Or maybe you had a high point, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're not getting new clients, and you're don't know what to do, and things get frustrating. And the same goes if you're working out. You're putting in a lot of time into working out. You're pumping those weights oh yeah. And then all of a sudden, you realize, oh man, I'm not gaining any muscle. What the heck, And yeah, it can be frustrating, but we have to just, take a deep breath and not let our failures or things that happen in our life keep us from moving forward. We have to have that awareness that, hey, stuff happens. Life is a learning experience, and we have to look at life as a learning experience every time an incident comes up, so that way it can prepare us for the next experiences that we have. Because as us guys go on this journey of life, and self-development, whatever it is we're doing, and we're gonna have moments where yes, things are not gonna work out, and we're just gonna be oh no, we can't do this, and we can't get back into our old negative ways of thinking. But it's gonna happen though, because we're still trying to change our current mindsets and trying to find new ways of dealing with challenges in our life. And we're going to go back into our old state of mind. And we got to realize that, hey, we're beyond this. We can do better. It's funny because maybe 2 weeks after this incident with this girl, I'm already going on dates with girls, and I already I'll just say I've invited like 3 of them over to my place so far, and I'm just like blown away. But that's how you got to look at life. Like, anything that could ever happen to you is the best thing that could ever happen to you. I remember I was reading this book called The Art of Happiness. I don't remember who wrote it, but one of the main premises of the book was anything that could happen to me is the best thing that could ever happen, good or bad. And the author talked about bad situations in his life happening, and then all of a sudden, good things happen. And we gotta like think like that. We can't think that just because this incident happens in our life that it's the end. Another thing we can do too is when we deal with a setback or like something that comes up in life, we have to like learn from the experience. You could say to yourself, well, what can I do differently next time? Or what can I do to avoid this? Or how did I get into the situation? And so next time when you see yourself in a situation or a similar situation, you have that knowledge just to like look over, kind of look into like what the situation and decide for yourself whether or not this is going to be a good thing for you to do or not. And also you'll learn like new ways of thinking and through situations and thinking about situations as well that come up in your life. And I think as guys, like, we have to like not look at every situation as the end all, but it's kind of an opening to like a new experience. And and it's like where we're learning and we're growing as men, and we can't let our emotions and like shit like just keep us from moving forward. And then finally, what you got to do too is you got to take responsibility to get out of your mental funkiness. yes, it's right, mental funkiness. Because if you had the choice to make the situation that you have a problem and dwell upon it, and you have a choice not to make it a situation. And I think sometimes we tend to make problems, a situation we think about, and we just want to decide to have that choice to look at this problem as something bad, when really it's not a learning experience, and like it's really not that bad. And so you have to take the responsibility to not let setbacks affect the way you think about your reality and yourself. And you got to also take the responsibility to take the action, that's right, action, to get back on your path and not be afraid. Don't fear the unknown. Walk into the unknown, accept it, and realize that, hey, I've had good stuff happen in my life. Why do I think bad stuff's gonna happen even good stuff has happened to me? And when you can have a more optimistic look on things as a guy, instead of looking at the negative things, like, it's really gonna help you move forward in life. But you have to take the responsibility to change your thought process. You have to take the responsibility to take the action that is necessary to get you off your butt and just move forward, rather than sitting back whining and complaining. Because men don't whine and complain. Men handle problems the way they come. They kind of reflect upon things. They assess, and then they move forward and just keep pushing. And that's what you got to do. Anyways, guys, I really hope you liked this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel below. I got a lot of great content I come out with that's going to help you men develop when it comes to your dating, mindset, and other areas of your life. And I bring some guests onto my channel who help guys with the same thing. And I want you guys to kind of be a part of the journey that we're taking you on. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notification, and rock on!